If you've played Critical Tower Defense, there's a good chance you've heard of the not-so-great Snowman Tower, which slows down dummies and, at higher levels, allows more damage to be dealt to those dummies. In today's video, I'm going to take a look at this cold tower and tell you if it's worth the dollars. Let's get right into it. Alrighty, hello, and welcome back, or welcome to the Shotosotus official YouTube channel. In today's Critical Tower Defense video, we're going to take a look at the cold-hearted Snowman Tower with a full, in-depth review to determine not only if it's worth buying, but if it's even useful at all. So let's start by quickly going over the levels of Snowman. At level 0, Snowman is a pretty miserable tower. It does 1 damage every 3 seconds within a range circle of 9. It freezes dummies for 1 second, although that rate goes down for higher health dummies such as bosses or slows. Upgrading to level 1, the Snowman becomes mildly more useful, freezing dummies for 1.25 seconds and also dealing 2 damage per shot within the same range circle of 9. Moving to level 2, our cold friend really doesn't gain much personally, but now debuffs all dummies hit by increasing the amount of damage frozen dummies take by 25%. This becomes super useful for high health dummies such as Slow Boss, but also becomes much more effective once Snowman gains the ability to do area damage. Now at level 3, our Snowman attacks a little faster, every 2 seconds instead of every 3, and also has significantly more range, from 9 to 13. This upgrade is less about improving the Snowman as much as it is for preparing the Snowman for more damage down the line. Speaking of more damage, Snowman's level 4 upgrade is pretty impressive. It increases the Snowman's damage by 4 for a total of 6, and also unlocks something called Frost Burst, which is basically a very fancy way of saying area damage plus big damage. Unfortunately, while this upgrade does allow Snowman to do area damage, it is still unable to freeze multiple dummies within an area, meaning that you probably want to put down a few snowmen for the best effect. But now, let's max out our Snowman to level 5. This upgrade is pretty significant, as it gives the Snowman a much longer freeze time, 2.25 versus 1.25 seconds, as well as 7 more damage, allowing it to do a total of 12 damage in a small area while freezing the targeted dummy. Anyways, that's enough talk about Snowman's levels. Let's discuss the use cases for this tower. For starters, you will not be using this on a Triumph run. And I know that's probably a little upsetting, but the Snowman just doesn't offer enough utility or damage to be useful in the later waves of CTD. Additionally, the tower is far too expensive to only be able to freeze 1 dummy at a time, making the Snowman next to useless with boss spam unless you're willing to pay the exorbitant amounts for multiple snowmen, which is absolutely not worth it. However, the Snowman actually does become a fairly useful tower when it comes to conquering the early and mid-game waves. Maxing it out to utilize the damage isn't necessary, and you can instead place down several level 1 or level 2 snowmen to take advantage of the longer freeze and extra damage. These cost savings will allow you to place down multiple snowmen, making the tower that much more useful. Anyways, I think that's enough talk about the Snowman, period. To conclude, it's a pretty okay tower that serves you the best in earlier waves, as long as you upgrade it only a small amount and place several down. If you like this video and want to see more videos from me, make sure to hit that like button and maybe even subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check the links in the description down below for some great deals on Lenovo devices. Have a great day. Bye-bye.